tuned in. Jummah Mubarak to one and all as we stay in the company of Salam Media listeners. We also welcome One Nation 88.9 FM to the show this morning and also our Alatar listeners both in Durban. It's a wonderful day of Jummah. Jummah Mubarak to one and all once again. Now, looking ahead at the show, we have got Charity Corner coming up this morning. We're talking with Imdaad Foundation's Qari Ziyaad Patel and also looking at Israel aggression on Palestine during the year 2021. We speak to Moshir Amir, Professor of Linguistic and Discourse Analysis at the Islamic University of Gaza this morning. Also, the big talking point in South Africa, the three largest private pathology groups have now agreed to further reduce the price of COVID-19 tests to 150 Rand. We will be speaking to Wayne Duvenacher, Chief Executive Officer at Organization Undoing Tax Abuse, OTA. And right towards the end of the show, we've got an extremely important announcement coming through from Salam Media this morning. So stay with us. But right now, we're going across to be joined by none other than Qari Ziyaad Patel, Imdaad Foundation. Qari Saab, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Brother Inayat, and to all of the dear listeners of Salam Media and Ansar Radio, a wonderful Jummah Mubarak on this beautiful day of Friday and Jummah.
Yes, Jummah Mubarak as well. Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala keep you inspired on this beautiful day of Jummah, inshallah, Qari Saab. Now, we are talking about Imdaad Foundation. We're talking about the Charity Corner. We're talking about your insights into your trip in aid for Kenya. Now, before we talk about the aid itself, just some background as to why the need to go to Kenya, Qari Saab.
So as I'm speaking to you, I'm coming to you live from Wajir here in Kenya. It is an area which is experiencing some very severe drought conditions. For several months on end, there has been hardly any adequate rainfall. And it's been a build-up. And right now, as we are in this current situation, it's a severe drought. People's livelihoods have been completely destroyed. Many of the people here are either pastoral farmers or livestock farmers. And all of that has been gone. All of that has been destroyed. Very, 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 very sad situation indeed. One also needs to understand the socio-economic background of the population that we are dealing with here. These are very, very poor people. So well before the drought, well before anything else, these are extremely poor individuals. If one just has to see how they live, the conditions that they live in, it really brings a tear to the eye and a lump to the throat. Really speaking, yesterday, venturing out and moving around the Wajir County and assessing the situation further, wallahi, I tell you, we were really gobsmacked. That, there is still such levels of poverty in the world, unprecedented levels of poverty. Yesterday I met a woman, she was well into her 80s, and wallahi, she was literally a skeleton covered in skin. Not an inch of flesh. Wallahi, not an inch of flesh. Now, such a people are now being affected by severe drought conditions. And all I can say to ourselves, to our people at home, and to the international community, and especially the humanitarian fraternity, is that if something is not done ASAP, if something tangible is not done immediately, we are on the brink of a famine crisis here in Wajir, Kenya.
Yes. Now, obviously, we're talking of huge numbers of people as well. We're talking about these affected areas in terms of requiring basic essentials. We're talking about basic food and water, Qari Saab.
Well, right now, the need of the hour is basic necessities, the basic necessities of life. And that is food and clean, possible water. Here in Wajir, I haven't come across a tap where you can open the tap and water and come out of the tap. That is not there. Yesterday, I assessed many water wells in the vicinity. I went out and I ventured out and I went to assess water wells. Every single water well that I looked at was completely dry. Now, that does give you an indication of how severe the situation is. So, alhamdulillah, the Imdaad Foundation has a Kenyan office. And last week, the United Nations OCHA released a few reports, as well as Al Jazeera, stating the severity of the drought situation here in the Wajir County. And immediately our officers responded from Mombasa, Kenya, Imdaad Foundation's office in Mombasa, Kenya, responded. There was a team that came out here, and they had just correlated exactly what those media reports have said. They had just confirmed and said, yes, this drought situation is absolutely severe. Brother, I cannot be frank and honest with you. When there's a media hype, there is a good humanitarian response. When there's no media hype, there is a very, very poor humanitarian response. Sadly, as I'm here right now in Ziyaad County, the situation is so serious, but there are hardly any humanitarian organizations. Hence, I make an appeal not only to the donors, I make an appeal to all of those that are involved in humanitarian fraternity, in humanitarian spectrum. We need to venture out here ASAP to come out here and help and ease these people's burden. Else, we are going to be facing the famine crisis. Wallahi, that is how serious the situation is.
Yes.
As I talk to you,
the
it's
Imdaad
hot,
Foundation,
the terrain is arid, it's dry.
Sorry, Qari. I'm just talking about the Imdaad Foundation, the nature of the assistance that you are rendering at this point in time. Is it about what food hampers and just making sure that there are some water resources available in that part of the world?
Yes, so Alhamdulillah, as part of our aid package, we are distributing many food hampers. Alhamdulillah, sizable food packages. In addition to that, we are also distributing clean potable water. And as I'm speaking to you, right next to me here, we have a tanker. We have a tanker with 2,000 liters of water. And these tankers are going to venture out into the various villages. And we have a distribution point in all of the villages where people can come and collect clean potable water. So this is some of the interventions that we are doing to ease in the crisis right now on the ground in Wajir. So it's all about food hampers to get people moving, clean potable water, and making arrangements to transport clean, potable, good water, fresh water to the various villages that need the water the most because the wells have all dried up.
Well, Qari, for the donors and for people wanting to get involved and contribute, what do they need to do?
You're more than welcome to follow us first and foremost on our various social media handles. You will be given live updates of our distributions on the ground of what Imdaad Foundation teams are doing here on the ground in Wajir, Kenya. You will be able to see firsthand the condition of the people. So you're more than welcome to follow us on our social media handles. For further information on this project and our water projects, you can log on to www.imdaad.com. You're more than welcome to call any one of us and we'll give you further details. Alhamdulillah, we do have an existing ongoing project where we do water wells as well as boreholes. We do water wells as well as boreholes here for Kenya. Now is an opportune moment for us to sink more water wells and dig more boreholes. Right now is the best opportunity for us because this is the need of the hour. The need of the hour right here is water. The need of the hour right here is a crisis situation. People need water. Water is life. They need water for the crops. They need water for the livestock. Just to get them going. So if you're looking to do a Sawabi Jariyah, this is the opportunity, this is the place for it to be done. More details on our water projects is on our website. We can get that. But Alhamdulillah, myself and our team, Imdaad Foundation's team, we are here on the ground right now, distributing food aid, clean water, and we are also transporting clean water to the various villages. But yes, we want to also look at the medium to long term, and medium to long term initiatives will be the sinking of boreholes and digging of water wells, and that is what we want to achieve here in the Wajir County ASAP, inshallah.
Well, inshallah, alhamdulillah, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has made it possible for the Imdaad Foundation, at the very least, to be the first organization to be there, but also the appeal that goes out to humanitarians right across the entire world, because one cannot overemphasize, Qari, on the seriousness of the situation, the severity of the drought, and obviously the famine as well. And Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala accept, Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala reward your efforts, everybody else that is involved with Imdaad Foundation. And inshallah, we make dua that the ummah at large and the world at large actually responds to this crisis.
Ameen. Ya Allah Ta'ala Azza wa Jal, accept from all of us. And you know, it's a Friday, it's also their dua. So the least that we can do is make dua. Wallahi, the ummah is suffering in different ways. In different parts of the world, the ummah is really, really suffering. So we need to make the dua at least. There has to be a spiritual component to all of this. a spiritual component has to exist, and that is where we lift our hands. We need to ask Allah Azza wa Jal, if He allows the skies, the mercy from the skies to rain down in the form of water, may that come. And wherever Muslims are suffering and humanity is suffering, we need to ask Allah Azza wa Jal that He alleviates and take away their pain and suffering. Brothers and sisters, barakallahu feek. More information at www.imdaad.com or at 0861786243. Brother United, to yourself and to the wonderful team at Salam Media and Ansar, thank you so much for the opportunity on this beautiful morning when I can reach out and tell the world and our fellow brothers within the humanitarian spectrum of what is happening and what's playing out here in Wajir County in Kenya.
I mean, Jazakallah khairan for that and for your time with us this morning, Qari Saab. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Wa alaikum salam wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
That was Qari Ziyaad Patel, the Imdaad Foundation, and their response. And this was Charity Corner responding to some of the badly affected areas of the arid and semi-arid lands in Kenya. And the response is to address basic food and water needs facing rural communities. And what Imdaad Foundation is doing, providing food aid hampers, portable bottled water, and also in terms of storage tanks so that tankers can come and allow for refilling of the storage tanks. And this is an area that has been severely affected, and this is the Wajir County, which borders Somalia. The time is just gone 9:20 a.m. We come back, and we're going to be talking about Israel aggression on Palestine during the year 2021, and as has been the case for the last 70 odd years, we see 2021 no difference. In fact, in certain areas, it actually got worse.